am going to just take a minute or two and wait for a few more people to pop on. We did fantastic. I want to give a big shout out to Megan at Tucker's General Store. It was absolutely fantastic. It was this really beautiful, adorable space, this room with these old antiques and barn board, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. It was a wonderful afternoon of some beautiful messages from Spirit. Good evening, Melissa. Norma, hi. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. This upcoming is of private one-on-one sessions again in Kenora at Lisa's Cutting Room. Big shout out to Lisa at Lisa's Cutting Room, and it was absolutely fantastic. She made this most adorable setting for me, and she just made it so perfect and so fantastic. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hi, Destiny. Bernice, good evening. Dee Dee, Kelly, Lori, hi, good evening. Marilyn, Glenda, Sally, Megan, Lorraine, hi Lorraine, Christine, Stephanie, another Christine. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Lorraine. The flowers, my husband. And so I thought, I am going to put them in my broadcast tonight. My fresh flowers beside me. My wonderful husband got them for me. So, and speaking of my husband, this upcoming Friday, my husband is going in and having a major surgery. And so I'm asking all of you to do a favor for me, all right? I'm asking you to pray for him. I'm asking that of you, please. His surgery is, it's a major one at the Health Science Center in Winnipeg. And so I'm asking all my viewers to please pray for him. Please pray for him. All right. So thank you all so much for being here with me. Stephanie, Mark, sorry if I missed anybody. It's hard to, say hello to everyone, but I definitely do try. Sally, good evening. Yes, believe. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, everybody. I definitely have enough people to get rolling with tonight's Wednesday Whispers. One more quick announcement, though, before I get going. Next Wednesday, I believe, and I just really don't think that I can be doing two things at once for that. Tyson will be home by then from the hospital, hopefully. And maybe you really, really look forward to my broadcast every week, which I so appreciate. Thank you guys so much, but I hope you can understand that I definitely need to be there for Tyson. To get rolling with tonight's broadcast, if any of you new viewers tonight are watching, I just want to say that if you feel that I am connected with your loved one, if you could please, please, please write a comment and let me know that it makes it a little bit harder for me when it's just left dead air. And then I get messages after the broadcast, I'll get lots of messages that was their loved one. And so I'm just asking you, if you could please, if you're comfortable, if you could please write a message. Indeed, that this is your loved one as well. I'm asking you to also please speak up and say something, and I will iron out the details. Because it's tonight, so I will get rolling with the broadcast. All right. Just going to take a few seconds here, put myself in that state of mind and get rolling. All right. All right, the viewers who watch often know what that means. That means that I am connected with a loved one who is no longer here. Just chose to not look after themselves to prolong life. Okay. But being here with me on YouTube. All right. So I have this loved one here. Like I said, I have the urge to cry, and this is a male. And he is no longer here, I believe, of a suicide or some type of situation like that. All right. Okay. The first thing he has chosen to show me is that he, there's some type of like, it's like an anniversary or something that has happened. Either his birthday or the anniversary of his passing. I believe he's trying to discuss the anniversary of his passing, I think. All right, he lets me know that this is a young man, okay? He has such a nice smile, and he's trying to give a great big hug out to his family. He shows me his stature, and I can see he's a slim man, and he's handsome. Again, young. And what do I mean by young? You know, in his 20s, I believe, is what he's expressing to me. Thank you. He writes me a letter J. Okay, that's his name or your name. Okay. He wants to show me about his ear being pierced for some reason, either one ear or both ear. I'm not 100% sure. One ear or both ears, sorry. He's showing that to me about his appearance. He's showing me a chain around his neck, some type of necklace of some sort, chain. Okay. And he wants me, and you know, they like to fish here in the physical world. They often fish in heaven. I don't know why. I guess because it's just so beautiful. Oh, he shows me because the water is so clear and there's so many fish. He just told me that's why. Okay. This young man, he dresses so nice. He just went like this and showed me his shirt, and that he's like, my threads always look good, and he used that term. Okay. This young man. Aw. I know how hard it must be, you know, when that's talking about, the, you know, again, the month of April. It's making that very clear to me. You know, maybe he's showing me some balloons, so it could be his birthday. And something about the number 3 here, okay? All right. This young man, he has it's nice, he shows me his tan, like a tan complexion, his dark brown hair, okay? He shows me about his shoes, okay? Left a child or children behind. Excuse me. How I'm feeling. I also want to say that I can definitely tell this was a suicide. I can just feel it, okay? I can feel that. I can feel it in my throat. I can feel the losing my breath. I can feel that, okay? I just want to quickly say that. He wants me to talk about how he is watching over each and every one of you, you know, especially his children, all right, child or children here, and all is well with him. He is incredibly. Interestingly, to talk about him being happy. There's no addiction anymore, okay? Christine says, my dad, it was my birthday yesterday. Oh, no, wait, Christine. Okay. And Norma says, Alison, this sounds like my son. His son is 3 years old, loved fishing. Okay. Both you wonderful ladies. When I read both of your messages, I want to show you the next thing I see is a pair of shoes, and these shoes have Jordan, it's like Jordan Air or something like that. He wrote on the side of the shoe. Okay, I need to say that, something about that. Okay. And I spoke about him being happy. Unfortunately, he shows me there was an addiction here. There was I didn't want to bring you down, but there was some, you know, mental, there was depression and there was drugs and, you know, things of that nature, and he's completely free of that, and he's so happy. Okay. Okay, yeah. And Norma, when I read your message, I need to talk about a bracelet. He shows me this gold bracelet for some reason. Okay, he shows that to me. He makes a big announcement about a feather. You know what, Norma? So I just want to ask you, like, have you noticed a feather or something of that nature? You know, that a little bit out of place. You know, you look down and there's this feather. You know, often dimes are found, and I'm not saying that your son doesn't leave you dimes, but he makes reference to this feather for some reason just now. All right, and then I just need to tell you that again, he's smiling from ear to ear. He has a kiss for you on your cheek, and absolutely embracing the love between the two of you. And his son, he just showed him to me. What a cute little man. Okay, he shows me how he, as he's getting older, he looks more and more like him. And that makes him very, very, very happy. Okay, you take such good care of him. Okay, he shows me that you read to him. Okay, he just showed that to me. All right, that you take the time to read to him, and it's like you reading to him. You really taking that time. Okay. All right. So yes, Norma, just please know your wonderful son is doing fantastic. He comes here tonight. I know that I have, you know, Norma, when you tell me that this is your son, and I believe that it is, I know that I have connected with him before, and he just comes here tonight because unique, so that you know that it's him. And it's really interesting that he shows me like a painkiller, like a Tylenol, and I think he's trying to express Tylenol, and I think he's trying to talk to me about you having a headache. Like you've been struggling with a headache today or something like that. It's his way of talking about something very, very unique. And I think he's expressing that you have been suffering with a headache, okay? And then you just aspirin, something like that, all right? Having a headache. All right, Norma, so please know your son is doing fantastic. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to connect with your wonderful, wonderful son tonight, okay? Good evening, Lori. Thank you for being here with me. Amy, Johanna, hi. Hello, Danielle. Thank you for being here with me. All right. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward. Let me know how your grief is. I can feel it. I can feel your grief. All right, for this male, and it just feels very strong yet. Possibly he has just passed or something of that nature. Oh, you're most welcome, Norma, anytime. Thank you so much for tuning in every single Wednesday. Thank you so much. Hi, Melinda. This male that I was talking about here, so strong. Like, I don't know if his passing is pretty recent or what the situation is exactly. I'm not sure. Okay, but I could feel how strong your grief is for him. Okay, he shows me his appearance. That's the first thing he's chosen to show me. Okay, this was not unexpected, so to speak. This was not a car accident. This was, I can feel a decline in his health. I can feel that he was getting sick. All right, I can feel that about him. All right. This man did not live to be I think he's in his late 60s. So I think so. Okay. He's just kind of sitting here, and he's just content, and he's not really the talker of the group. He's wanting to just kind of sit and visit and just take it all in, so to speak. He just has this very calm nature about him, very almost quiet-like. All right. Shows me his short brown hair. Okay, I can see he's a thinner in stature. You know, this is not a big man. Again, it looks like, I would say in his late 60s-ish is how he's presenting himself. And as I say that, he just drew me a heart, actually. Usually meaning that he had some heart issues, okay? I think that's where he's going with this, okay? I do talk about, farmers and stuff like that, and this man is not. I just want to say that. I can't tell exactly what he did for a living, I just can't, but I can tell by his dress, what he's wearing, that this, I don't think this is a farmer at all, okay? He's presenting himself in, this isn't really a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy either. This is like he's dressing nicely, okay? He liked to dress nice, all right? Suit pants and a nice, like a golf, one of those like golf shirts or something of that nature. You know, sometimes they're very direct about how they pass, and sometimes they just choose not to, and I don't really have the reason for that, but they just, he's sending his love to, like a gen, okay? Lisa, maybe my dad. All right, Lisa, thank you for being here with me. I will carry on and you let me know, okay? I want to say, Lisa, as I spoke about his, you know, about him being a quieter man, being the quieter person in the room, I want to say, as I read your name, he shows me more like almost shy, okay? Almost shy, like that you'd have to start the conversation kind of thing, okay? My brother, who just passed from heart issue, was a quite calm person, always neatly dressed, 66 years old. I'm going to ask for something very, very, very specific, okay? Something that draws one's attention and not the other, okay? Makes sense to one of you and not the other, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Okay? I'm not sure if he's talking about himself or it feels more like he's almost bragging about somebody, like that, like a kid or someone. Dad was social enough, but not the initiator of conversation. All right, Lisa. Hi, Susan. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Okay. Again, let me see. Again, he talks about someone being really good with like technology. And he shows me that this person that he's talking about, like a son or something like that, or his daughter, that they're just like him. There's a lot of things about him that, you know, that he's passed down to his children and stuff like that. Nancy, thank you for being here with me tonight. Next, okay? I don't know exactly why. The letter D, when I'm asking for something very specific for Lisa and Dee Dee, I worked for him and used a computer, Dee Dee says, okay? The next thing, and Lisa says, yes, my brother is just like my dad, okay? Okay, Lisa. All right, maybe this will, you know, make sense to one of you and not the other. He lets me know, yes, he lets me know that he joined his wife in heaven. Okay, I need to say that. And there she is. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, okay. He shows me him and his wife are together in heaven, all right. And I want to say that this, and as I say that, and Dee Dee, not my brother, okay? As I talk about him being with his wife, I can, like I said, I can hear her singing, and then my mom, that's beautiful, Lisa, all right. He's showing me this great big pan of like, but it's like pan after pan after pan of rolled cabbage rolls. I think this is what he's trying to show me, okay? I need to tell you, Lisa, your mom and your dad are right here with me tonight. That is so wonderful. And now that she has come in, you know, as I said, I could feel her and she's singing and all this stuff. She's more the talker. That's clear, okay? Her earrings, okay, and I don't mean hanging. Okay? She's just showing me that she's wearing earrings. So much love for you, Lisa. Now that I have connected with her, it's like she's doing all the talking, okay, and so your dad here, She wants me to say something along the lines, she's showing me this big house, and she's like, she wants me to tell you that she's been there, okay? As in, I don't know if you've moved into a big house, because it looks like this big house, and it's got a really nice big front door. I need to say that there's some steps, and there's this great big nice front door, and she wants me to tell you that she's been in perfect hair. That's how they operate. That's so wonderful. All right, yes, perfect. And she made cabbage rolls like crazy. Oh really? That's awesome. Okay. Oh, kind of got this like pain, and I've gotten it before. It's symbolic. Like I get this little pain in my lower back, and kidney. She's someone's kidney here. Does that make sense to you, Lisa? And you've moved a few times, but she always comes with us. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. As I read that, she shows me this beautiful. It looks like a dad, I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, your mom died of kidney cancer. All right. She's really addressing the railing for some reason. I don't know why. She definitely is. Okay. She quickly before that makes sense. I see two, a boy and a girl looks like to me. Okay. She shows me your boy to be a little bit more on the quieter side. Oh, that was your home in Ontario. And that she talks about your kids, like I said, and she's just doing her best to show you that she's right there with you. All right. Girl, she never met them exactly. Oh, that's perfect. I am so glad, Lisa, that made perfect sense. How she addressed your children. Again, that's just her way of showing you she is right there with you. She knows exactly what your children are like, how they act, and she couldn't be more proud. I just read it really big. Proud, P-R-O-U-D, proud, so proud of those beautiful children. And she's addressing real quick. I could talk all night to Lisa about her. Your mom, she comes in loud and proud, and she is so glad. I don't know if this is the first time I've connected with her for you on Wednesday Whispers, because she is just right in my face, and she's so happy to have embraced and gotten this connection with you tonight. She's laughing. She's like got this almost this giggle. Like she is so happy that she got this time with you. Okay. My daughter is loud like me and her. Absolutely. That's perfect. Okay. I don't know what this is. Clothing. I don't know what that's about. Okay. This is all these really nice outfits. It's like one outfit and then one nice, okay, nice clothing. All right. I'm not sure what that's about. Hopefully that means something to you. I do really much need to move on, Lisa. I'm sorry. I could talk with to have such a loving heart towards you. Okay. I had a clothing business. Oh, right there with you. Like she was right there, enjoying the clothing and that kind of thing. That she tells me in my ear, like that was right up her alley too. Okay, she loved when you were doing that. Absolutely. Okay, and one more quick thing. She talks about you cutting your hair. I have no idea what that's about, but she's addressing that. Something about cutting your hair. Okay, again, for the third time, I'm so sorry. I do need to move on, but please know that your parents love you very, very, very much, parent. And definitely wish you all the best, Lisa. All right, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Okay. The next loved one that I'd love to bring forward. You just cut your hair short again. How wonderful. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Perfect. Again, Lisa, just small little details to let you know, know that your mom is right there with you. I'm sure you already know that, but she's just over and over again going to show you how she's been right there with you day after day. I wanted to quit talking. She just loves visiting with you, and that you had some very precious time together. and you will see her much later in life. You will join her and you will visit, okay? And she lets me know that you two will talk and roll cabbage rolls together. The next loved one that I'd love to bring forward is, I have another male here tonight actually. Lots of males so far. And I want to say, it's interesting, the things they come up to tell, to show me. This young, I say young man, I can't really tell how old he is. Okay, I need to talk about him showing me his temperament. He'd showed me that there was times where he wishes that now that he's in heaven, when loved ones go to heaven, it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm dead serious, and they often reflect upon the things that they've done wrong and the things that they've done well. And they're often beautiful, that all they can do is be sorry for any negative things that ever happened down in the physical world. All right, I just want to say, he shows me, presents how he could be short sometimes. He could have a bit of I don't want to say a temper, that he was a terrible person. Easiest way to explain what he is showing me, this young man, okay? And I want to say he's addressing me that looks like he was in an accident, okay? This was very quick, this was very sudden, okay? Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for being here from Winnipeg. Thank you. Again, like I said, he shows me that he was difficult. I don't feel a decline in the health, anything like that. This was very quick, very sudden. All right, and but I do want to say that he's very social at the same time. And when I said when he would be around like party type of situations, social gatherings, he would really enjoy that. That's when he felt more like himself, and he was fun to be around. Jeans and a t-shirt, and Christine, I'll keep on rolling and you let me know. He shows me that he is holding a cigarette, and I also need to talk about him being out in the wilderness, out camping, out that kind of thing, and being in the house. Absolutely, he shows that. Okay. Hi, Shiloh. Thank you for being here. Christine, I want to address him showing me somebody having and he shows me something about liking that he's showing me hoodies and really liking like the color pink and that kind of thing, like more girly stuff, right? So I think he's talking about you. Okay, I hope this makes sense. And he's you. Okay, yeah. All right, absolutely, Christine. And he shows me what looks like a boot or something of that nature if you broke your foot. Okay, he shows that to me as well. Okay, and the foot being broken or damaged, anyways, to be wearing a boot. And it felt like some type of awkward fall is what happened there. Okay, is how he's presenting that as well. All right. Christine, the dentist, I need to say, he showed me that he enjoyed having a drink. Okay, he just does, he very much so, and he has such a loving, kind heart for you. All right, he wants me to showing you that he's right with you. Okay. Yes, Betty, and I'm just trying to ask him, what is he getting at with that? Okay, there we go, thank you. He wants me to talk about you getting up and getting ready and going out more, okay? I think he's addressed enjoying things in life, getting out, putting some makeup on, getting out, because he shows me that that's the only time makeup makes you feel better, okay? He shows me that. And he shows me you like to shop, okay, that very much, and he doesn't like that. He wants you to be happy. Okay, he's like he's showing a bit of a depression, right there with you through it all, and you can get through this. Okay. Yeah, you never go out. Okay, absolutely, yes. He wants you to. Please do. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So please know that Dennis is right there with you, and he loves you very, very much. Thank you so much, Christine, for giving me that opportunity to connect with him tonight. Thank you, Lorna. I know Tyson did such a beautiful job getting me flowers. Okay. All right. The next loved one, wow, I have another male. I'm going to bring him forward next. Something about wearing high heels while you're driving an old car. So, I don't know what that's about. I have this male here. Okay, he writes, Dad, 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 Dad. All right. He lets me know that a child is watching this. Okay. A bond like a child, or a blood child here. All right. And he shows me horses. He is smiling from ear to ear. Something about horses. And wow, he brings up how I just addressed about when you're in heaven, you reflect and you think about the things you've done right and you think about the things that you have done wrong, and he has reflected immensely on his own actions, and he talks about how he should have been a better dad. Okay, I need to say that, but it's very clear that for certain situations. Okay, Melinda, you, all right, I'll keep on rolling, and you let me know. Melinda, the moment I read your name, I want to say, your dad, address that, okay? All right, Melinda. I was wondering, like, why am I seeing high heels and in an old car? Okay, that's wild. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, but I need to say that to you, Melinda. So if that doesn't line up too immediately, I don't know if it did or didn't, so just remember that I talked about a hawk or an eagle. Okay, something he's laughing about pigs. I don't know. I'm seeing these cute little adorable piglets, and he's laughing, and that you get that. I don't know what that is. He's just addressing that. He's laughing. Okay. Yes, you'll be watching. Thank you. Do that. All right. To talk about the next thing he shows me is a green tractor with. I'm sorry. It's a tractor. Okay. I'm not sure where he's getting with that, where he's going with that, but I can see it very clearly. He's addressing that. Okay, he's addressing this tractor. Okay. And he's showing me like fluids of some sort are coming out. Okay, I need to say that. Okay. So keep an eye on that, or something if that hasn't happened yet. I don't know, Melinda. He shows up to me to talk about this green tractor. All right. And he's showing me something to do with a bunch of gopher holes too. Okay. I really don't know why, but he is. I hope this is all kind of making sense to you. He's just showing that to me. Like there's a gopher hole, excuse me, here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Okay. Hopefully no more leaks happen. Okay, well, if it's a hose like popping off, like almost bursting off at the back. Okay, you know, very little about tractors. I'm just telling you some black stuff is leaking. Okay, so I don't know if that is what was happening or what the case is, but that's what he shows me. He's trying to, you know, talk to you, show you that he's around, he's with you. But you know that. He just showed that to me. You talk to him often. Okay, he shows that to me. You guys have quite a lovely relationship. I was looking at a little oil today. No way. No way. That is fantastic. Again, that's because just letting you know that. Again, he has so much love in his heart for you. He says he didn't show that to you well. Much love in his heart for you. Okay. He is so impressed with how hard you work. I hate to say that. Thank you. He's rolling up, I need to just tell you, he's rolling up his sleeves of a plaid shirt, like a plaid work shirt type of thing. He's rolling up his sleeves as I started to talk about your work ethic. And he's right there working with you. He's, you know, you don't stop. You don't stop working, okay? Especially. And I need to tell you here, he shows me a young child. Where's he going with this? Because I see a pink helmet on her head as she's riding a horse. Okay. I don't know what that's about, but he brings that up to you. Okay. I'm hoping that the pink helmet, you know, doing the wonderful things that you do. He's yeah, and I'm you know, I just want to say that for all you viewers who are watching, absolutely, you know, the more it's working for them, you know, that you feel that they're there, the more they're going to do it. All right. And I mean that. That's pretty clear to me. And he knows, he shows me that you talk to him. You literally talk to him out loud type of thing, you know. There's not a day that goes by that you and him don't have conversation. Absolutely. Absolutely. He shows me that's where you shine. He just did that as I read that. He just showed me, you know, a great big star. And he's like, this is where you shine. You shine at that. You keep doing that, okay? You keep help. Please, please keep doing that. He encourages that, okay? Another thing he shows me real quick is, I don't know if I don't know if he's joking or what, but he wants me to talk about you not having any flowers. I don't know what that's about. Okay? He tells me you just don't have the patience. But he lets me know that you could brighten the place up with some flowers. Okay? Sorry, I was just listening to him. And he's making the reference like, oh, that you're more of a, you know, like dad than mom. And so you're not really big into flowers and that kind of stuff in your... He wants me to talk about your back. I kind of let the flowers slide. Yeah, absolutely. He was showing you that. Okay. He shows me about your back being sore. And he writes chiropractor, just so you know. Okay. And you work so incredibly hard. I'm sorry, but that's exactly what he said. And so he's just suggesting that you go to a chiropractor or something of that nature. He shows me, I think it's your back. I do. Because he's like going like this. I don't know why, but I need to tell you that you're going to have an amazing pea crop in your garden. Your peas are going to be fantastic. He shows that to me. Okay. I don't know why. I just see this. See a garden, and the peas are just wow. They're everywhere. Okay. Absolutely. So please know that your fantastic dad is right there with you. Okay. Again, he's addressing that eagle that I talked about earlier. He brings it up one more time, so it's just for me to remind you to keep an eye out, all right? He's going to show you him being around you, keeping you safe, all right? He sends nothing but love to you, Melinda, and wants nothing but the best for you. He's so proud, all right? So thank you. And I want to wish all of the best to all of you that tuned in tonight. Thank you so much. You know, you tuning in, there's many of you that, you know, that watch week after week, and I just want to talk about real quick how much I appreciate it. It warms my heart. It's because it's the people like you, you know, all of you that I'm trying to help. I ask you to please share Wednesday Whispers, please, please, because then as you share my broadcast, more viewers, more people tune in, start watching, pique some interest, and then I can help more people, and more people, and more people, and that's all Wednesday Whispers is about, is my way of giving back and helping people, just with that few minutes of connection with their loved ones, all right? So thank you all so much. I hope you all have a great week. Friday morning, and all the best to all of you. I will probably see you 2 Wednesdays from now. I will be back on doing my broadcast. Until then, everybody, please take care, and I look forward to seeing you guys then. All right, have a great